Let's do this thing!
Welcome to the impromptu game of Life and Blood Atlanta.
Sup?
Yeah, we kind of just joining me.
Yeah. And I'm
Yes.
cutting off Dengle a lot tonight. And I play Beth.
I'm Nenavar. I play Steven.
And I am Feyla. I play Tory.
Yes. So nothing big happened last time.
Nothing at
Like
all.
Elysium didn't happen. Beth wasn't called dense. Tory didn't bring a keg to a
We turned Elysium
Black tie
into a
party.
kegger.
literally.
Costume party kegger.
Yeah. So yeah.
Beautiful evening. We didn't get kicked out of Elysium.
Steven
We were
didn't get
politely
an
asked to leave.
Steven didn't get an STD.
Not quite right, but close.
Discipline transmitted disease? DSD? Or DTD?
Yeah, that's probably closer.
Malkavian shit. Anyway, let's see here. What else happened? Yep, that's all the big things.
Yeah, Tory's
Yeah,
Nemesis,
yeah.
Nemesis didn't show up or anything at all either.
Nope. And Thin Bloods aren't missing?
Thin blunts aren't missing. Gregor didn't show up.
We
Michael
did still
Lockhart.
blow up Carissa's restaurants. That happened, no matter what.
Yeah, no, they're in the process. Michael Lockhart wasn't named the sheriff of Atlanta.
Gregor wasn't named deputy.
Yeah, I don't really know what the technical term for that is, but deputy just seems to fit. I'm sure there's a specific name. I just am blanking on it.
You're probably using it.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Camarilla names are pretty on point.
Yeah. And name stuck a firecracker in Michael's pocket. And beyond that, nothing else major happened. It's fine.
Everything's gonna be perfect tonight.
Yep. Shadow's not going out of the city.
Everything is hunky-dory.
Yep.
So, I believe that pretty much covers everything. For real this time. So, can I please get browse checks?
I failed.
Oh, shoot. I should probably have that ready, shouldn't I?
Beth is also hungrier.
I failed.
Okay, this is a good start.
Everybody's just a smidgen hungrier. The best.
Chaos Crew go. We
Oh,
don't
it
make
is,
everybody a
too.
crew, right?
It is. It's our chaos crew. Because Buttons is leaving us alone again. Every single time.
Yeah, so I believe everybody is at 2. So, would Beth like to do anything about her situation? Or is she just kind of...
Damn skip
rolling
she
with it.
is. Nope. She is feeding. She is not playing this game.
Okay. So you call up one of your herd and they come right over willingly and let you take what you want.
No.
Taking both of them off, right?
I don't think I can do that without killing them.
Okay, well, figured to ask. Anyway, so back
Trying
down to
to
1.
trip me up. I saw that.
Steven.
Nope, cast night.
Okay, so 2 hunger it is.
Sorry.
And then Tory.
I don't know. She'd either have to visit Cyril or Win for that one.
And I mean, the old standby is available.
Yeah, she could do that. We'll see how the night progresses.
Okay. So we've got 2 at 2 and 1 at 1. And the third is... Well, technically the fourth is not here, so... First things first, what would Beth like to do starting the night since one of her workers were snatched up?
Great question. Did Tory text me back with anything that she heard about Georgie?
Tory wasn't able to track anything down. She just got hold of Nyx and asked her to get her people hidden.
Okay.
We contacted Barney, but he didn't think he's going to get any information.
Yeah. Okay, I will check in with George. With Grandpa George. Make sure he's good. And then I doubt anything will come of it. But I'll just kind of lightly scour the city on my motorcycle. Or Georgie.
Okay. I would say give me a roll, however, you're not going to find anything.
I assumed.
Not really.
Just something to make Beth feel better.
Steven. How would you like to start your evening?
He's going to text Nyx and ask if there's anything he can do to help out the Thin Bloods.
She sends back a picture of like a burning building. Like, just do this to them.
I'm gonna find someone to take care of that.
Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Send a mildly passive-aggressive to Shiloh about no saying bye before she left.
She would send something back. Sorry, it was a quick turnaround.
I'll just leave it at that.
I'll be back, though.
I'll send a thumbs up to that.
And then Tory.
Tory would send a text to Shiloh saying, "Are you able to swing by before you leave?"
Get a response of, I can ask, but probably.
And then Tory stayed at the bar last night, so she would let Shiloh know that. Tory would dig through a book, because I'm sure she's gotten a new phone since entering the number in last, and text saying, "Is this still Rufus?"
You would receive one back in much the same fashion that Tory texts. Yes, it is. And who is this?
This is Tory. Needed to make sure it was still your number.
I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of surprised that you're still kicking around. How can I help you?
I am also surprised about that. Are you still interested in that book?
In all caps, yes.
I have a Coterie member that is traveling back to Detroit for a while. I can send it with her. In repayment, I need a new mask for her. The rest of the actual money. And then any information you have about... What was it? I forgot what it was. She was asking for information for something, but I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember offhand either.
And information.
Very simply is, well, just give me a general description and I will find them. I assume they're coming with and he would actually type out Katrazina.
Yes. She will be with them. And a little kid.
Good to know. I will I will be in contact with her head of staff. So when they get back, I will know, and I will get working on that. Any special requests that you have as far as the mask is concerned?
That's up to her. It's for her.
Good to know. I'll make sure it's one of the more bulletproof ones.
Make it a good one. The tower is interested in her.
Having issues down there, I assume.
Yesterday was a night.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Good hearing from you. Glad you're still around.
I may be what I am, however, I'm smart about it.
And then Tory won't message anymore there. She will do another check-in with Cam and Peter, and then start making her way to her new haven to check things out. However, she will duck down an alley before getting to there and use her new power to go there hidden.
Does that require a rouse check?
I don't know. You'd have to tell me. I believe we said yes?
I believe we did.
Yeah, all I have written is that it takes a round to activate, so I'm assuming that it does.
Yes, it does.
Succeed.
Okay, so still a 2 hunger. Not a huge deal.
Oh, and before she leaves, she'll pass the... Oh no, she has to go get it, so she'd ask Shyla to meet her at her new place.
Shyla would be more than willing. So you get to your new place. Your thin blood looks like they have pretty much gotten all their stuff and they're staying there at this point. You get inside and Nick said to hide, and I figured this was probably the best place to hide.
You're more than welcome to. I've got the hidden room or the thing downstairs, so...
The thing downstairs looks like a dungeon, so I'm gonna take the hidden room if that's okay.
That's fine. I will be staying here periodically too, just so you're aware.
Okay. Well, I don't want to invade on your space.
I would rather everyone make it through this.
Okay. I appreciate it. I'll figure like rent out or something, make it at least somewhat worth your while. I know you don't really care, but it's
Yeah, we'll work that out. And then she'll show him. She will take off the old door and remove it.
Very well.
We'll have to get a new door for here. Don't touch this one.
Okay. Don't know, don't care.
It's a good deterrent if you need someone to get hurt.
Okay.
But Tory will show him how to get into the hidden space, and then like shoo him out while she digs through the box in the closet for the book.
Okay. Right out of time you get done, like digging for the book. You get a knock on like the front door. Just a loud twang, twang, twang.
Go get the door.
You open the door and like you're like, where? What? And then you look down. There's like a kid standing there. Then it's the same kid from the night before. Yeah, I was supposed to come pick something up. They said just run here, grab whatever it is, and then go back.
Can I trust you?
I mean, depends on what it is.
It's old.
Oh, then yeah, probably. I don't care.
Okay. She'll hand it to him. And she will hand him a fragment of the Book of Nod.
Yes. Yes, she will. He kind of grabs it and is like, alright, cool, I don't know what it is, and kind of tucks it in the inside of his hoodie. And he's like, if I see you again, see you again. If not, well, goodbye.
Bye.
And he takes about 3 steps and he like just vanishes.
Yep. She'll spend a little bit of time with the dog, so it's been a minute since she's seen him.
Yep. And oddly, this night is definitely one of the slower nights, quieter nights. Tory, you're actually able to spend a good couple hours with the dogs. Steven, you actually can go to work and stay there for an extended period of time. Or you don't have to, like, duck out and do other things. Beth, you, after your scouring of the city, you actually get to take a moment and just have a joyride for once. And it almost feels like before all of this happened, before you were contacted by people, before you were thrown into the fray of everything. And at about 1 a.m., all of you get a text message. It's from Dante. It's like, hey, you got a minute?
Yes,
Sure.
What did you need?
Just want to talk to you. I understand Shiloh's gonna be stepping out for a minute.
Where do you want to meet?
Wherever you feel is safe.
Practically nowhere.
Alright, so the shop, at least I got people.
Works for me. What about you two?
Yep. See you in. I don't know. I'll be there in like 30 minutes. Kind of far away from the city.
I'll ask Beth if she can pick him up on the way.
Yeah, so long as you don't mind riding the back seat of the bike.
Oh yeah, I got called. Text Johnny about that.
You should definitely do that, yeah. As this is all probably totally happening in group chat.
Dante will just be like, okay, see you guys in 45 minutes.
While he's waiting, he'll text Johnny, call me when you're sober.
Johnny almost immediately calls you. Yeah, I'm sober. What do you need?
So at Elysium, I ran into this Malkavian woman from Detroit.
Oh, you... Was she talking to you?
She was also dragging me around by the arm.
Did you witness her mouth moving? As she was dragging you around?
Now that you think about it, it's really hard to remember such a minor thing.
Okay. How much mind stuff do you have with people? Just out of curiosity. How much can you do?
Like the dominate stuff, or...
Yeah, like, can you make people do things or make them forget things?
I can make them forget things.
Okay. For short term, don't use that on Kindred. Only on Kine. Okay?
Alright, sounds good.
She was kicked out of the Camarilla, sort of, because she's still got demontation. She likes to use it on people at times. So... And that's actually contagious. I used to be able to. I lost my ability to. I actually tried the other night and no, nothing.
Yeah, Tory was telling me about that. I guess it was a common thing with the Malkavians and the Sabbat.
Yeah, just don't use that type of stuff on Kindred for right now until we see if you actually have it or not, okay?
Sounds good.
And the only way to see if you actually have it is to try to do it. And I can walk you through it. It's just... It's a whole process, and it's bad.
Alright, yeah, we can see if we can use Red as a test dummy.
Oh no, I'll just, go pick up a Camarilla lackey or something.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Alright, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Stay safe.
You too, Johnny.
And I'll hang up the phone. So, all of you meet up at Animal House Tattoo. About 45 minutes later, so just before 2 o'clock. And Dante is standing at the front door waiting for you. He's like, come on. And he actually sits down in the front reception area, and nobody else is in there besides his people. And he's like, alright, so what's the deal with Samal? He I know he's got some ties to you, Tory. Told me himself about some of the stuff. As far as dude's out for blood, legitimately out for blood.
Does it surprise you?
No, but I assume none of y'all heard anything, right?
Heard what?
Small's already killed 2 people that aligned themselves with the camera yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, dude just went in, took care of business, and left.
He was he led the hunts. I don't know what else you expect.
But, like, dude's aggressive with this shit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess he can afford that, because, like, shit, I don't know where the hell he stays. And if one of y'all do, I don't want to know.
I ain't gonna say anything.
Yeah, it gives me plausible deniability.
Keeps him safe.
So, like, I just gotta know, like, how involved with him are y'all? Because, like, if you're super involved with him, then cool. But, like, dude's gonna get himself in trouble.
And just for me, he's only popped up a couple times.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about him if it wasn't for Tory, so...
I don't know what you expect. I'm pretty involved with him and everything, but shouldn't we all be to get the Camarilla out?
Yeah, but, like, Michael's already looking for him. That's how, like, gung-ho this dude is.
I mean, a blood hunt was declared, so everyone will be.
Right. But dude, like, took out these people at, like, 9 o'clock. He didn't even wait till, half an hour ago, when it was official. That and the whole thing with Vic's compound getting assaulted.
I didn't hear anything. We've been kept out of things, I guess.
Yeah. Y'all ain't got TVs, do you?
No. I
do.
A laptop.
Okay, you probably didn't have it on, like, a local channel then. Alright.
I unplug it when I'm not using it.
Okay. Then he turns the TV on, and the local channel shows Victor's compound's, like, half burning. And it just says, terrorist attack on local company.
He wasn't in there, was he?
Oh no, we got out. I talked on the phone with him at about midnight. But apparently, like, 4 or 5 Bruja and a couple of Nosferatu decided that they were going to try to take down Big Bad Ventru. His mercenaries are really freaking good, though. I'll tell you that much.
Well, that's something at least.
Yeah, he may or may not be coming here right now, but it's just him. Like, he sent Kamari to another family member's house. That's, like, way out of the way for all this stuff.
I don't actually have a problem with him.
Yeah, so... and about this time, Vic's pickup truck that he was driving night of Christmas pulls up out front, and there's a couple bullet holes inside of it. And he comes swinging out, and he's like, "Those Hi."
But you did leave them here now, since that's the truck you use a lot.
Oh no, watch this. And he, like, calls somebody, he's like, "Yeah, get rid of it." And, like, he's like, "Yeah, they'll 5 minutes, it'll be gone."
Handy to have people do things for you.
Yeah, that's the wonderful thing about being in a position like mine. I can be out in public and still make a bunch of money and be able to pay people like this. Anyway, any of y'all got a lead on a cheap, nondescript car?
Does Beth?
Give me either wits or intelligence and streetwise, please.
As I just now realized I'm not really prepared. I think that is only 3 dice for me, though.
Well, you guys weren't the only ones hit. Beth had someone picked up from her garage, too.
Yeah, they took Georgie.
Yeah, apparently there's been like 4 or 5 thin bloods just come up missing.
As long as I actually do only have 3 dice, those are all successes, so 3 successes.
Okay, then yes, Beth would know where to get a cheap $5,000 or less vehicle that is in decent enough shape that's very nondescript.
Okay, so there's this car dealership that I passed while I was riding the bike. It's here, and then you go there, and blah, 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 blah. Take a pick.
Yep. He just asks for the dealership name, and you give it to him when he gets on there, and he just buys the car outright, sight unseen, just deliver it to X address. And he gets a small Chevy Tahoe. Say small, they're not really small, but, an older one. And he's like, well, if you'll need a ride, just let me know. I know you got Beth, which has more than a couple vehicles.
Oh, I got a new bike I got a few weeks ago. New. It's older.
Ain't nothing wrong with that as long as it's nice. What about you, Steven? You got a way to tote yourself around?
I usually rely on Beth.
Would you like a way to bring yourself around?
I've been looking at a few bikes myself.
Send me the links to them, and I'll get you one. Yeah.
Any of you know someone to get a mask from?
I ain't needed one yet, and Dante's just like, not here. In New York City, yeah, but not here.
Yeah, I know someone in Detroit, but not here.
Up, Steven. Get on that. You can do it, right?
He only found out what a cobbler was yesterday.
Man, I know
my friend Leo
changes his name around. I can always ask him for tips on how to do that.
Changing your name around, making a whole new identity, 2 different things there, bud.
He gets jobs with them, so I'm not sure how it works.
Not to poke and prod too much, but is he legal to be here?
Man, he seems American.
Yeah, close enough. Better than Dante, at least. And Dante just kind of gives him a F off look. Now, apparently they're taking this whole blood hunt thing like super, super serious. Just to let you know, so if Shiloh's not out of the city by now, she needs to be getting...
Oh, she's on her way out already.
Good. I heard she was going with some EC or something like that.
Yeah.
Kitty's taking her.
Got her Xena, I think.
Okay, well. At least she's gonna be safe, I think. People didn't...
It's a distance.
People didn't seem to want to mess with her too much and kind of kept to herself, which normally means either older or potential to be dangerous.
That's good then.
Yeah.
I assume she's old because she offered what she called extended hospitality to Shiloh.
Yeah, that's a thing with them, ain't it? Especially the old ones.
Well, the old ones, yeah.
Yeah. Us young folk don't play that shit. Anyway. Any of y'all got a place that I can like stay for the night?
Yeah.
Somewhere that won't put you in danger?
You can stay at my apartment if you'd like.
I said won't put you in danger.
Yeah, I was thinking about moving anyway.
Okay. If the apartment building burns down tomorrow night, it's not my fault.
Yeah, I'll have to get the important stuff out of there first, but yeah, you can stay there.
Okay, well, sounds good. I'll do that. I got some business to take care of in the back, so just give me a minute. And he kind of walks through and walks to the back, and Dante just kind of turns to everybody. So, yeah, Vic's in a little bit more of a cheery mood, apparently.
Yeah, whatever happened to him having a place to go to?
I think he does, but I think he needs transportation to get there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's now Lord only knows exactly where that is.
I don't want to know.
Part of me wants to know, part of me ain't gonna care to ask. Anyway, I would tell you to get a hold of Small and tell him to just kind of back off a little bit.
He ain't gonna.
At least for short term. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna though.
No, I can tell you straight up. After the event with the sheriff and deputy, he will not be backing off.
Yeah, what was that all about anyway?
Gregor used to be in the pack with us.
Okay. I assume those two butted heads or something.
Something like that. If you think Sabat, think like 5 times worse, and that's Gregor. And he somehow got out of the pack bonds and then basically set everyone up to die.
Okay.
From what I understand, I wasn't around at that point, but
Okay. It's good to know. First and foremost, probably should figure out how he did that, because, you know, without being completely unbondable, you normally can't subvert like blood bonds like that.
right, I don't know, honestly, because at one point he was.
Yeah. And that's not normally something that you just develop.
It happens occasionally, but rarely.
Yeah. And typically, if it develops, it's a major change in someone.
Yeah.
It wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm however old he is, Tremere just picks it up one day. It'd be something big had to happen. But anyway, so that's first order of business with me personally. Let's figure out how he got out of it, because if that's the case, dude's slipperier than an eel drenched in soap.
That was a very strange metaphor. He got out of a burning building, too. Like, he has survived a lot of things that he should not have.
Yeah, there's something special about him. I say special, but you know what I mean.
The sooner he's dead, the better.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Second order of business. Small asked me for some people to like recommend to fight his war with him. I gave him a couple. I have a couple more on the list that you could check in with to see if they're willing and able.
That's up to you and them.
Yeah. The issue with one of them specifically is she typically stays out of kindred lifestyles and kindred lives. She just kind of like tracks who new ones are. And then there's a set of twins that they kind of do their own thing. They don't really help anybody out, typically speaking. I would say go talk to them, but that one's if you want to. And then there's another one that, I don't know. It's a Nosferatu. They're Nosferatu, let's be honest here. They kind of do what they want.
The more people we get to help on this, the easier and smoother it will go. I'm really tempted to go burn down Chris's haven, or at least where we think it is.
Yeah, don't do that yet.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I set up to burn those weird restaurants that she has. And that was in retaliation for several things. But it was after we found out about raiding Beth's garage.
Yeah. No, I want to bring marshmallows is why.
But we can't eat s'mores anymore.
I mean, if you try hard enough, you can for a little bit.
I mean, that too.
I don't know if I can teach you how, but yeah, I can.
Go off. Except for whenever you're high as a kite.
I mean, that might help.
Alright, so where are these people that we might want to talk to? And why might not we want to talk to the last one, other than it being a Nosferatu?
They're super paranoid.
She'll look at Steven. I'm familiar with the type.
No, like, actively has traps in their haven. They barely come out to feed. So, like, super paranoid. Worse than him.
He needs a dose of Beth. It'll be fine. You don't need to be so paranoid. Everything's great and fine and peachy.
It's not. Have you seen what everything has led to?
We're still alive. You just need a lower bar.
Guard is how we stayed alive so far.
Do you have ways to get hold of them, Dante? To let them know we're coming? All 3, 4 of them?
If I get a hold of 3 of them, you get a hold of 4 of them. I'm going to pull his phone out, and he's going to text the Samitsi and one of the Brujas. And he's like, the last one I got a call, but like, because like they don't have a cell phone either. They've got a landline on the side of the thing that's like hardwired in a special number, and it's freaking weird. Real smart though.
I'd ask them how to teach me how to do that.
Yeah. I don't know how much you want to deal with that one. Anyway, he gives you 3 addresses, and he'll put a T, a B, and an N next to them. You tackle these as you so see fit. It's up to you.
Is there anything else that happened or that we need to be aware of?
Not yet. I'm sure there will be.
Does anyone keeping eyes on her? On Carissa?
Yes.
Okay.
I know Barney has a couple people staying close. I know Samal has had a couple people riding by there a couple times a night just to make sure. But yeah.
I figured those two did at least. Why I haven't worried about it necessarily. Do we know where Michael is? Or Gregor?
They are both currently staying at Carissa's. That much I can tell you.
If she didn't have them before, she may have wards and stuff now, so we need to be careful and think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what those Tremere can do.
Well, something tells me that you know at least one of them, what they can do.
I know Michael can throw fire.
Yeah.
And Gregor does a lot of experimenting, so I don't know fully what he can do.
Yeah, and that's why he scares me more than Michael.
I think he knows lightning. I think I remember that one.
Good. Great. Yeah, no. Gregor scares me because I don't know shit about him.
He should scare you even if you did know stuff about him. You'd probably be more afraid.
Yeah. Michael seems like the more straightforward, traditional Tremere that is very goal-oriented. So anyway, I'm going to leave you to it because ain't no reason for me to hold you up if you want to leave. I can tell you a little bit about them, but they're the people that I'm sending you out to go see, but I don't know how much I can tell you a whole lot.
That's fine. I'll go talk to them. I don't know what you two want to do.
I should probably stop by my place, grab some of the more important stuff.
Do you want to meet me there?
Sure, thanks.
You want to borrow my bike?
This place. I might need to see Winnie. We'll see.
Are you going to be able to get around okay without it?
I'll just hitch a ride with Tory, and then I'll get it back whenever you meet back up with us.
Sounds good.
You don't mind, do you, Tory?
It might be a tight fit. It's a bike from 1970, 1980. We'll be fine.
I mean, if I fall off, it's not like I'm gonna die. Probably.
Tory will text Winnie to see if he's free to talk and if he's okay. Talk.
Yeah, no, when he's like, actually, they made me take my vacation time, so I've got a couple weeks off. I can meet you somewhere if you want me to.
If you want to stay hidden, I have a way of staying very hidden, if that's the preference. If not, we can meet wherever.
Nah, just meet in a park or something. Make it look like we're a couple of drug addicts. It'll be fine.
That works too. I'll meet you at X Park.
Okay. You take Beth with you?
Yes, but ask Beth to stay with the bike.
Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Beth ain't driving. Not this one.
I mean, realistically, you could probably pick a park near Beth's garage and she could run and grab a vehicle. If you so chose.
If that's what Beth wants to do, that's up to Beth, necessarily. Having 3 vehicles
sure,
may
why
be
not?
better, though.
Yep, sure, why not? Let's do it. I will get the no longer flying banana,
Okay.
Tory is not
because I
driving
never
it.
drive it. And Tori's not driving it. I might as well drive it for a change. 'Cause
Okay.
It's not a flying banana anymore. It's a silver surfer.
You would change this after I got my own vehicle, wouldn't you?
Damn Skippy.
But yeah, Tory will do all that.
Okay. So go ahead and take yourself down to 1.
Cool. And she will make sure that he's okay and has a place that is relatively hidden, at least.
He's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. My place isn't even under my name, and I bought it outright, so it doesn't even look like... Yeah.
Good. I know you're pretty good at hiding. I just wanted to make sure. They swung by Beth's garage last night, picked up the thin blood there. I don't know if they know about my new place yet. But
Probably not if I had to guess, but...
you, Samal, and Beth are the only people that really know about it.
Okay. And it's gonna stay firmly with me.
Oh, there's a thin blood there too. But
Good to know. Willingly or unwillingly?
it's willing. He watches the dogs most nights. I got really busy lately.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you were thrust into being a baron.
That was slightly by choice, but this is actually all Carissa's fault, hilariously enough. She's the one that threw us together.
Serves her right.
Yep.
And he kind of chuckles a little bit, and he's like, yeah, damn Toreadors, right?
The Toreadors.
And you finish what you're doing, and get back to the bike. You meet up at one of the addresses. Which one would you like to meet up at?
Nas.
So you're going straight for the Nosferatu.
That might
Get
take
the
a
hard one
list.
out of the way.
Okay. You are directed to an old abandoned substation. It's got a single pump house that seems to be like for the substation cooling. It's got a lock on the front, no windows in the thing. It's just a brick building. And you know that the person that you're going to go meet their name is Twitch.
Okay. Dante did get hold of them. They know we are at least coming.
You would assume.
Guess
We
we
hope.
should knock on the door.
Yeah,
You knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
The door
I'll
swings
stay
open.
in the back, because I'll probably scare them with my over-eagerness.
Yeah, you knock on the door and the door swings open.
Lovely.
The lock is just there for show.
Is it light inside?
No, it is pitch black.
Eyes of the beast.
Okay. You see the makings of like an actual like cooling pump room thing, and then you see a drain in the back that's big enough for a person to fit down. But it's not overly large. Like if any of you were a little bit bigger, it would probably be difficult to fit. But you can fit well enough.
Well, this looks fun. I'm gonna check it for traps. Didn't think I'd say that in this game.
Yay! Either wits and investigation or intelligence and investigation, whichever you so choose.
I would prefer intelligence and investigation.
Okay.
Which I weirdly enough have a point in. Four successes.
Okay, so you can see that there is a small micro switch that is wired to something that as soon as that grate comes up, it does something. You're not exactly sure as to what, but you can see a micro switch.
So I'll take a second to look at it. I think this is probably like a doorbell if I had to guess. Should we trigger it?
I mean, I see sure, why not? But let's, Steven's with us by now, right?
Yeah, Steven,
Yes.
here.
Steven? I don't know, what do you think? You're our resident paranoia freak.
That was some mean words, Beth.
I mean, it's also the truth.
I'm not denying it's the truth.
Normally say it all the time. But, you know, Beth, if you want to try it, go right ahead.
I don't.
Tory will
If
lift the
I go
grate.
down first, I might die because I'm all like, hey, everything's fine. And they're all like, no, paranoia. Ah.
Tory will lift the grate, but not go down immediately.
Okay. Nothing happens immediately.
Wait a minute, and then start going down.
Like an actual minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of you have folkloric banes?
Yes.
Yes.
Do any of you have folkloric banes that deal with ultraviolet light?
Yep.
No.
Okay, so Steven, this place sucks because like just ultraviolet lights just come on and they just flood the entire tunnel.
Any of it hitting them?
Not yet, but the second you go down there, yes.
You good, Steven?
I don't like this.
Do you want to wait up here?
Do you guys want to borrow my knife just in case?
I've got claws.
I'm better bare-fisted. Do you need a security blanket?
I'm fine, thanks.
I mean, but there's those blankets, you know, the
Trauma blankets?
spaceman ones. Sure.
I'd rather keep my arms ready just in case.
I mean, you can go down there. It's just gonna suck real bad. Because it's not like you take actual damage, it's just extremely uncomfortable for you.
It is up to you, Steven. You can keep watch up here or come down with us.
I'll try to tough it out.
Alright. Tory will head down.
Okay. So, Steven, anything dealing with sight, you take a 2 dice penalty on. So it's pretty big.
Question on the other folkloric bane, actually. Do Kindred's Havens count towards that?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
You haven't hit that point yet.
Okay.
So, you hop down, and it is a straight tunnel, and you can actually see the door at the end of the tunnel. Looks like it's completely open and free. However, it is very illuminated and ultraviolet, and it's got like black light paint on everything. And that's all glowing, and it hurts your eyes even if you don't have that particular bane.
want to walk carefully and check things as we go.
It reminds me of an old drug den I was in once. This is kind of trippy.
Yeah,
I think I feel like this again.
Steven currently has his shirt pulled up over his eyes.
Okay, so go ahead and give me either wits or intelligence and awareness. For those of you that can actually see.
Five
Holy
successes.
fudging hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also 5.
Okay, so both of you can pretty much see everything that he's got hidden. He's got a very low tripwire that when you step on it, it'll like shoot spikes up out of the floor, so like it'll impale your foot. He's got a laser system set up that's about chest height, about halfway down, that looks like it controls something. You're not exactly sure, but you know there's just one laser that goes across, because you can see like the lens and then the receiver on the other side. Extremely well painted.
So Steven has the shirt pulled up. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yep. And then finally on the door, you can see what us in Alabama like to call the redneck alarm system. There is an extension cord that is plugged in and wrapped around the door handle, and a metal plate that the other side of the extension cord goes to.
Amazing. So Steven's eyes are covered completely, yeah?
Yes.
Tori's gonna go up behind him, grab his shoulders very firmly. This is a trust exercise. I know you don't trust me and you shouldn't, but we're gonna do this anyway.
Cool. Don't get me killed.
I'll try
That's
not to. And Tory will slowly guide him over the traps.
Okay. So, Steven, I am actually going to have you roll, and it's going to be just very simple. A dexterity and either athletics or stealth, I'll let you pick. Because they both kind of have the same movements for this particular one.
Three successes.
Okay. Yeah, you make it across the room with Tory's help. With very little issue. How would you like to go about the door, though? Because the extension cord is on the other side.
I mean, I could just kick the door.
Just pull it really hard? Or we could kick the door, yeah.
The thing is that you're gonna get shocked when you touch it.
Yeah. That's true.
Knock, knock.
So you knock on the door and nobody answers.
Knock
You know
again.
what would be funny?
What?
Okay, as Tory knocks again. If he has an escape route, we're gonna walk in here and he's not even here. He already left.
I
That'd be
mean,
funny.
it's possible, but he did know we were coming. Dante sent us!
And at this point, you get a little speaker of, "I don't care. Go away."
I mean, you couldn't have told us
Come on, I'll
that
be your new best
when you were
friend.
talking to him.
No, I want to see if my traps worked.
You need to make him better then.
I mean, I hit him as best I could. I do have one more. You want to see that
door?
one? No, this one, you can hear a click, and then like strobe lights start flashing in front of you, like around the door frame. I would please get all of you to make me, well, not Steven so much, because you're still covered up, but Beth and Tory, make me a composure and resolve.
Oh boy. Okay, I got 3.
No, that's good enough.
I also got 3.
Okay, so yeah, it hurts, but it's not like it has hindered you a whole heck of a lot.
Was that
This
necessary?
is no way to treat your new friends.
You guys are. Just turn the door handle; it'll be fine.
Is there a
I'm
camera
fine.
that we can look at, or is it just a speaker?
If there is a camera, you do not see it.
Alright, well, Tory will stare somewhere approximately where the speaker is, and just grab the door handle, deadpanning.
Okay. Can I get you to make me a stamina and resolve, please? Also, you will take 1 point of aggravated damage, as it does burn you.
Yep. Let's spend a willpower there. 2.
2. So, you grab it and, like, I assume that you're going to turn it as you grab it, right?
If that's what I think will open the door.
Okay. So you grab it and you turn it, and it does turn. And the door does swing open. However, you, like, have a mild involuntary reaction. And you kind of, like, get knocked on your butt.
I hate electricity so much.
However,
look at your hair. It's like Bride of Frankenstein now. And Beth will
That's
help
why I keep it
Tory
in
up.
braids. It's already curly enough.
yeah. However, as the door opens, the lights go off. Inside the room, there is a single hanging bulb.
Was it entertainment enough for you?
Nothing.
But Tory will use her non-burnt hand to help with Beth's help to get up.
Nothing comes from the room.
She'll look at Steven. I think the lights are off now if you want to look.
Stephen will pull a short down.
Yep, you see the same thing, just a single bulb in the middle of the room. Not a whole lot else.
You see anything? Heightened senses hearing.
Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness, please. With your extra dice.
And can Stephen do Sense the Unseen?
Yep. Go ahead and give me that roll as well.
Four successes and a skull.
Okay. What'd you get?
6 on a 6, but I got a crit on a black die and a red die.
Okay. So, since Stephen is the active kindred, Stephen will win this particular tie. We'll hold on to that one, since Stephen doesn't have issues with kindred, typically. He sees this very gaunt, tall, skinny Nosferatu. He's got extremely elongated ears. He's got extremely long fangs in the front. He looks like the thing that the movie was actually pictured after. He's currently standing there, and you would hope is boxers, but he has nothing else on. Nobody else sees this. Tory, you don't hear anything either.
Does my bestial failure do anything?
Nope, because you had successes.
Okay, good.
Steven's just gonna casually pretend that he doesn't see him and start walking towards his direction.
Okay. Still standing there, motionless, just kind of staring at you.
How far am I from him?
Probably about 10 feet. Does anybody else follow Steven?
No, Tori's gonna stand in the doorway.
Also, Steven, just out of curiosity, do you have that whole issue with havens as well?
Yes.
And domiciles? Okay. I'm going to need a willpower roll. And Tory, you as well.
Beth is absolutely fine, so she's just gonna walk around and be like, look, he's not here. I bet you he really did escape through an escape tunnel, and Beth's gonna look for an escape tunnel.
It's unspent willpower, yeah?
Correct, yes.
3 successes.
4
Okay.
successes.
Steven
I
can
got
walk in. Okay, so both of you can walk in, no issues. Still uneasy, but you can walk in without too many issues.
Tori will lean on the door frame.
Okay. Who is the last one in? Just out of curiosity.
Probably Tori,
Not
since
Beth.
she's standing in the doorway.
So Beth's the last one in?
I said not Beth, because Beth just walked in and
Okay.
walked around looking for the tunnel.
So Steven and Beth, you walk in, and you just clear the door, and Tory, you hear a psh. I am going to need a strength and athletics from you, please.
Fantastic.
As the door will come and just flap you in the chest.
Great. 3 successes.
Okay, that's enough. It's not a super high pressure cylinder, but it does extend, and like you kind of like grab the door and you're like, no, and you like push it back, and then you like work your way in, and it goes wham and just slams. At which point, all of you can see the same Nosferatu standing in the corner. He's got a little like letter opener. He's like, "Don't come any closer. I will use this."
You're the one that said to open the door.
Honey. She's right. You just say open up the door.
I mean, everything worked like it was supposed to, but she didn't set off the other ones, which would have made a really bad day for you.
Yeah, that's why we did
Sorry
it.
to disappoint.
What do you want?
Help!
No, really, what do you want?
Really, we need help.
None of us want the Camarilla here. We want them gone. Any sort of help that could be given would be fantastic. We have people that are willing to fight. If you can help with information, that would be fantastic.
Or I could just stay here and stay out of it, and
You
then
could.
I'd stay.
And then we'll leave. But I'm not sure if we're going to be able to take care of everything without help.
I mean, I assume that if you're not with Camarilla, you're with the Sabbat, because the Anarchs are just a bunch of idiots.
No, I'm the Baron of the Sprawl.
Yeah, thanks for calling
Yeah.
us idiots.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm a higher up in the Anarch tier. Here. Somehow.
Oh, and at this point, he kind of like looks at Steven. Are you okay? And at this point, like Steven, you can hear something above you. Nobody else can, but you can hear something. You can't quite make it out yet, but it is definitely distracting.
I hear something. You don't have anything else, do you?
Hear something.
Does Tori hear anything with her heightened senses?
No.
Steven, I'm willing to bet it's another thing you're going through. Just try and ignore it.
I'm willing to bet it's not.
I can hear really good right now. I don't hear anything.
If you need a distraction, we can dance together. Will that distract you from the sound?
No.
It was worth a shot.
During the entire conversation, the thing kind of makes a little bit more noise, and it's a steady drumming. Like a thong, 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 thong. He was like, anyway, well, he deals with him.
He's Malkavian, it's fine.
Oh, okay. I don't trust them. What do you two?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Ventru, Toreador, or what's that last one that I don't like? Shoot, what is it?
The Sombra?
No, they're creepy, but I don't mess with them because they might kill me. That's the one, Zmitzi.
No, no, no.
Okay, well, they can't do anything for themselves. So that's why I assumed. Now, what are you two?
I'm a gangrel.
I'm a Bruja. Hi.
Oh, good. We've got a hothead and a gangrel.
Thanks.
I mean, out of you 3, you're about the only one that I really normally would interact with. So that's a plus.
Ouch. Thanks.
Don't worry, it's just because a lot of gangrel end up in the sewers.
Ouch. Thanks.
Here I was thinking about giving you some ideas for your traps.
Oh no, I've got a couple more. I just have to build them. A couple of them go boom.
Good.
Anyway, so you want help to get the Camarilla out. Who's the prince now? I don't care so
Hughes. Carissa. The Toreador.
Oh, that one. That, yeah. And he kind of grumbles a little bit. And he's like, yeah, she's a... I didn't like her when I knew her before either.
Right.
I'm sure she's not any better now.
Yeah. Did I catch your names or no?
I haven't offered it yet. My name is Tory.
Okay. And you,
Hi,
Bruja?
I'm Beth.
Beth the Bruja, okay.
Yeah, isn't it nice? Really weird alliteration there.
And then Crazy Boy, what's your name?
He's gonna focus on the noise for a few more seconds and just go Steve.
Okay, good to know. And at this point, like, the drumming has gotten, like, fairly loud. And, like, has sped up a lot. So we've got Tory, Beth, and Steve. Tell me what's in it for me if I help. Besides, the whole, like, no Camarilla thing, because I can hide and they won't find me.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want. I don't know what I should offer you.
Well, being an isolationist, actual information I don't care so much about because I've got enough to what I need. However, things, and very sparse right now.
Make a list. We'll work on it.
I don't promise things yet. We don't know what he wants.
Probably wants like a TV, a computer, a couch, blood. I don't know.
No, and a couch maybe. No TV, because I hear TVs nowadays listen to you, and I don't like that.
Yeah, they definitely do.
A computer I don't need, because last time I was on computer, ShrekNet, and I don't want that again.
They even can make you a Faraday cage.
I've gotten pretty good at it.
How big of one?
How big do you want?
And he kind of just motions to the room, that big.
It'll be a project, but you can probably work on something.
Okay, so that's step one. Step two, can you get a hold of explosives?
Maybe?
And Beth?
Nothing outside of the Anarchist's cookbook.
No, I'm talking about like military grade explosives.
I wish.
I have no connections there.
Bruja? Yeah.
I don't know. Can I?
No.
If all of you would like to roll me an intelligence or charisma and streetwise, if you have a specialty in black market dealings, then you can add that as well.
One success.
Ooh, success.
One success.
So none of you currently.
No, but I'll definitely look into that. I wonder if Gramps could help. I mean, he did the whole,
What?
construction. What? He was an engineer. He might have connections. I don't know.
We'll revisit that. We can't promise the bombs.
Okay,
I'll work on it. Don't worry, buddy.
Okay, well that's step 2, and then step 3. I want a cat.
Oh, what kind of cat? A Savannah cat? Do you want a bobcat? But bobcat would be a bad idea. Scottish fold? Little itty bitty ears?
Savannah cat would be a bad
Bombay?
idea too because they're high energy.
Oh, true. A Bombay?
I just want something big that can blend in to the surrounding area. So when I just let it out and let it do its thing.
Maybe not Maine Coon.
I train dogs, not cats.
I'm a cat lover. It's okay. I'll find you a good cat.
Okay, the bigger the better.
Noted.
The idea is ghoul it and make it rip people's faces off.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, depending on what your disciplines are, like anything could blend into the surroundings if you ghoul it.
I mean, I can disappear, but I'm more of the physical type.
Ah.
Yeah, typically when I hit something, it stays down.
Good.
So keep that in mind, and he kind of pulls the letter opener back up.
You tell us to leave, we're actually out of here. You said open the door, and that's what we chose. Then she'll hold up her, burnt hand.
Yeah, surprised that worked so good. I didn't think that particular transformer was hooked up to 480 anymore, but apparently it is.
Punch.
Good to know.
So Beth's on her phone looking at pictures of cats. She's gonna come a little closer. So what about this one? Or this one? Or this one?
Yeah, that one's too fluffy. That one's not fluffy enough.
Okay.
And then you come across a hairless cat, and he's like, that one! It's ugly like me.
Oh, a sphinx. Sphinx are cute. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, let's be honest here. It's kind of ugly.
It's
ugly cute.
Sure.
So yeah, you get a hold of that one for me, bring it down, I'll Google it, and then we can work on the last thing, and then maybe I'll help you.
Maybe.
Okay. Do you want a kitten
so you want
or like an
things
adult?
With no guarantee of that you'll help us?
I mean, depending on what you want. I'm not gonna like go in and try to burn a place down because no.
I assume most Nosferatu were for information, so that's why I said information. I don't know what you can do and what you would like to provide. If you don't want to fight, then don't. There's lots of ways to help.
I mean, I'm more than capable in a fight, but I mean, I'm no Red.
Wait, Red can fight?
Oh yeah. You should ask him about it one time.
He had a good amount of bulk when I tossed him over the room. It was difficult.
You should ask him sometime.
Was
Anyway.
it really difficult? Because you made it look real easy. I mean, I honestly thought you were going to put him through the wall.
Anyway, yeah, those two, and then we'll work on the last one, and then depending on exactly what you want me to do, maybe. Like I said, certain things just a no. But
there is a Lasambra who is coordinating most of the actual attacking. Full disclosure, he and I were ex-Sabat. Our ex-Sabat. Not anymore, though.
Oh, that's fine. I was in there for a little bit too, and
Yep. Yeah, I decided no. It's a choice. It is your choice to help us.
yeah. Like I said, work on that last thing, and we'll talk.
Okay.
Or I'll give you the number to that phone, and he just kind of points across, and there's like an old style just receiver and earpiece.
That takes me back.
So yeah, that's where I'm sitting. Okay?
We'll see what we can do.
Okay. Now, if you don't have anything else, and he like hits a button and like the piston retracts,
Oh,
and it
lovely.
actually opens the door.
Lovely, we have to go through the traps again. Trust
Oh, they're
time,
disabled.
Steven.
Oh, they're disabled. It's fine. That's what the button's for. It's an emergency stop. It. Everything except for the little trip wire. Don't step on that.
Right.
By the way, you should probably get something that sprays garlic.
Why? Do you want garlic bread?
Well, aren't vampires don't disliking of that or something?
Some do, but I'm one of those that do.
Mostly a myth.
Yeah, I don't like the smell of it. It puts me off. It makes me not want to be there.
I don't feel bad for you guys. You have all these things. You know, can't go into places, can't look at crosses, can't have garlic.
Look, I go into places I don't like to. It's rude. I've done it. I do it. I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about the whole place. It's the garlic thing for me. It's weird.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Have a good evening, Twitch. We will be in contact, I think.
Sure. And he kind of smiles a little bit, and God, he's ugly. He's even worse when he smiles.
Bye!
and
I'll come back with your cat.
yeah, just when you do, just open the grate up and just yell and say cat, okay?
Got it.
And he lets you guys get out, and you can hear everything rearm basically when the grate goes back down.
Well, that went better than expected.
Just wants a cat.
As ever they come out, Stephen pulls out his knife just in case.
Are you still hearing things?
Yes, Steven, you are still hearing the drumming.
Yeah, I hear drums.
Where's it coming from?
At this point, kind of all around.
I can't tell. It's really loud and it sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
Lovely.
Beth will start doing air guitar. Just for no reason.
Okay. So you go back outside?
You hear air guitar now? Do you have air guitar? Do you?
It sounds like the drums from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, when you step outside, Beth and Tory, you head out, and Steven, you step out, and immediately, you look around, and you're like, this is not where we went inside. This is not okay. All of the trees are just decimated, and, around you, there's, a ring of people just, dressed in black robes, and they're all, chanting something. It's very unintelligible, and you can see them chanting something, but they're not coming closer to you, and, as you move, they follow you.
Well,
get the hell away from me.
Steven, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Get these people away from me, please.
There's literally no one here except us. Is there? Does Tory hear anything when they're out here? I still haven't dropped senses yet. Okay. I will drop heightened senses now.
Okay.
Any rocks on the ground?
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple bricks and stuff.
Steven's gonna go break and try to lunge at toss at someone.
Okay, so you're gonna try to toss it at one of the figures?
Yep.
Okay, so you throw the brick, and Steven hucks a brick at something, and he hits an old transformer, and the brick just explodes, right? So Steven sees the brick explode, and then the entire scene, or the entire escape, and people just flash and go away, and you just see this big dent in the side of a transformer.
You really took out our enemy there. Good job.
Steven, you do hear a somewhat familiar voice that you heard yesterday. Just say, it's okay. It'll pass. And then, silence.
Okay, that was new.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Are you safe to drive, or do you need to not drive?
I think I should be safe to drive. Oh, and Johnny said so long as I don't try to do any mental stuff on you guys, I should be fine.
Please do not.
I don't believe I know how to do any of that, so aside from wiping your memory, but I won't do that.
Yeah, let's not do that either. I've had enough of that.
So, continuing on, where else would you like to go?
You two want to pick next one?
Yeah, where's next?
You have the Brujas, and then you have the Zamitzi.
What do you guys think will be next hardest? Maybe the dragon?
Didn't Dante say that the dragon mainly handled new kindred? So I think maybe at worst they'll just want to talk to me. And the Bruja may be more accepting some steel with us.
Maybe.
So, which of the two would you like to go?
To the new den mother. The Smeetsy. Yep.
Okay.
Smeetsy.
Okay. So you go to the Smeetsy's place and you pull up outside of, honestly, what looks like a travel agent. It says, hold on, just find the name. The offices, and it's a very small font and writing, the offices of Cerebo Nandi. And it, like, you can see the bell inside the door through the glass pane, and there is a light on inside.
Shall we go in?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ring the bell.
So you open the door, ring the bell. Immediately, person behind the it kind of looks like a reception desk is, oh, how may I help you? And it's a younger female, younger woman. She is, she's got dark brown hair, of a bright pink shirt on, and like you can see like tattoos on like one side of her neck.
I believe a mutual friend sent us to come say hi.
Oh, you're Dante's friend, yes?
Yes.
Cerebo
Also, I love your shirt.
Thank you. Cerebo is currently in a meeting. She will be out in probably 5 or 10 minutes if you have something to do during that time. By all means. Or you can just wait in here. It's fine.
I'll wait in here if that's okay.
Okay. I assume everybody waits in there, right?
Sure. Beth will be bored and look through any brochures that are on, like, racks.
Yeah, there are actually travel brochures, which is kind of funny. However, about 5 minutes goes by, and a rather young-looking person, bit disheveled-looking, comes walking out, just looks at all you, and says, "Oh, hi," and just kind of like scurries past all of you, and runs out the door. I was like, just give her like a minute or two, just kind of get her things together, and she'll see you.
As long as the business is concluded before tonight, I'm in no rush.
Oh, it will be. So yeah, about a minute goes by, and a tall woman dressed in traditional, like, African tribal clothing comes walking out, very, very colorful, very bright, very patterned. Well, hey, come on in. And she's like super bubbly as it kind of sits.
Great, thanks. Beth will follow.
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 And she sits down behind the desk. Now, how can I help you, Tree?
Dante sent us to potentially talk to you.
Oh, you. Yeah, the whole issues with Carissa and Samal and Shiloh and now Victor.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been fighting, so I'd rather not. Kind of like my business as it is and how it sits.
Then don't fight. There's plenty of other things that can be done.
Well, like what?
Information, figuring out where people are. Plenty of things.
I mean, you
Keep
want to
your
know
eyes
where
out.
people are. You want to know where people are?
I don't particularly care about where any of the non-Camarilla are.
Oh, well, I can give you approximate haven locations.
That would be
It'll
wonderful.
cost you. I mean, it'll cost you because nothing's free, but...
Of course.
And if I start giving out that information, I gotta hire security, and it's a big thing. It's not to say that I won't give you the information, but it's got to be commensurate to the risk I'm taking.
And what's your cost?
Well, a bodyguard that's decent will run me about 8,000 a month. So, figure do half that per address, just for the simple fact of like I'm gonna have to hire them long term, and there's not a whole lot of them, but still.
Well, that's not a budget I can accommodate for. There is... I can talk to Victor, but that's about it.
I mean, if you know anybody that's willing to stay here, we can work that out too.
I mean, I can ask a couple people, maybe.
Anybody in particular?
I have no idea right now.
Wink, maybe? And his crew?
I mean, it's an option, I guess. He doesn't really live around here, though.
No. And me and Winky, he seems to be a bit more impulsive than I really need around here.
I really
No
hope
offense.
he wasn't the one that attacked Victor, by the way.
No. Wasn't one of him.
Good.
Unfortunately, a couple of the Brujah were some people that I met with a couple weeks ago. To try to get them on their feet, and they chose wrong, apparently, because they're not with us anymore.
It is an unfortunate
Yeah.
choice.
Well, I mean, the draw of power is what's gonna get everybody drawn in, and then also killed because they're gonna bite off more than they can chew.
Exactly. Now, that being said, if you can get me a bodyguard, I'll give you one for free. How about that? But it has to be a specific person, and it's not one of those just give me one type ideas.
What specific person? Oh, are you asking us to give you a name?
Yes.
Ah. Well, I don't
Doesn't
want to
necessarily
promise
have to
anything
be.
without accommodating your request.
Doesn't necessarily have to be in Atlanta either. Because something tells me you know where Carissa is.
I believe we do.
And I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Why would she move her castle?
Exactly. Now, if, say, the sheriff or his lackey there chooses to not live close to the prince, that might be able to give you that. But as of right now,
Either one of those would be helpful. Would you give me a little bit to figure out and coordinate who would be more use to us to know?
we can do that. have a name to be determined at a later date.
Yes, not too far out, hopefully.
I figure if it's not within the month, it'll probably have been too long, to be honest with you.
I expect this probably, hopefully, isn't going to be dragged out too long for all of our sakes.
Right. Have you ever dealt with true Camarilla and issues of power struggles?
Not firsthand, no. I spent some time around their cities to see what they were about, and that was about it.
Yeah. So you understand kindred like to take their time with things, right? So
Yes.
this might take longer than you think it will. But if people get impatient, it could speed things up. If the right people get impatient, then we can have this thing wrapped up in a matter of a month.
That's what I am hoping for. The longer it takes, the deeper, the more sturdier the tower is. Topple it while it's fresh, easier.
Right? Which
I
is
don't know,
why
in Jenga, the longer the game goes, the more unsteady the bottom gets. Have you ever noticed that?
right. Think of this as like building a house. When you first build the house, you got a really wiggly frame. The longer you build it, you get the roof on, you get the walls up, and it starts to not want to get pushed over as much. There is a certain time where that comes into play because they build up too much and then a stiff wind will blow it over. But that usually takes centuries. I know
Not
the
willing to wait
whole
that long.
yes, and I know like the whole issue with the Sabat and the Camarilla up in New York took 20, 30 years. I don't think you're gonna want to drag it out that long.
So not like Jenga. Got it.
No, think of this more like chess. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. But you still have to have strategy.
Yeah, I never understood chess, so I mean I can play checkers.
The rules get weird. There's a whole maneuver called frog liver.
Yeah, huh? Okay.
I didn't
It's
take
basically a
chess
really... Yeah, my dad taught me a bit.
Yeah, which that reminds me, you're Steven, right?
Yes.
I apologize for the jobs that I was giving, had thrust you into when you first got around. I didn't realize the association that you were going to be dealing with. I know we never met, but yeah. I like to keep an eye out for new embraces.
Well, that went out fine so far.
At least part of the association kind of points to Tory and Beth. Turned out to be good. So anyway, also if you want to know who the right people are to get impatient, I can help with that as well. But again, you just need to give me specific names, because if you just tell me somebody, I'm going to pick a name out of a drawer, and whether or not they're actually helpful is a completely different thing.
If you're telling us who to get impatient, how can we give you a name to tell us to who to get impatient?
Like I said, it's whether or not that piece of information is actually helpful. Because, like Samal, I don't necessarily know where he is, but I know where you can find him sometimes.
I'm not worried about Samal. He is one of the more impatient ones in this.
Yeah, exactly. But, she just kind of sits back and thinks, and she's like, Slate's one of them, Zed's one of them. There's a Wendy Forrester, she likes to mess around with some things. Lorraine Jasso and Louis Money, they both... I don't know if you want to deal with them a whole lot, though.
You know more about them than I do.
And she's like, excuse me while I go take care of something up front. And she stands up and walks out front. Closes the door behind her. She's got the filing cabinet where she was sitting directly behind her. If you want to roll me wits and insight, you may.
One success and a skull.
Okay, well, that's not a big deal. Yeah.
That's another active clan compulsion.
Okay.
So, 4 successes.
That dementation's rearing its ugly head tonight.
And how many did Beth get?
2.
Okay. So, Beth and Steven, you clearly understand that, like, hey, let me go take care of something means I'm not giving these to you, but I'm not going to keep you from knowing the information that I gave you specific names for.
Alright, Beth goes over to the filing cabinet, phone out, takes pictures of all the information with the names. So we can figure it out later.
She does have specific stamps on the front of the folders as well. And like specific symbols.
Photo.
Yep, for specific people. Zed has the little anarchy symbol. Slate has the gangrel symbol. Lorraine and Lewis both have a rose, and they have another symbol on there. You don't know exactly what that one means. And then I gave you one more, didn't I?
I think. I just can't remember.
There was Slate, Lorraine, Lewis, and what was the first one?
Zed.
Zed.
And then Wendy Forrester. Which hers does not actually have a symbol. She just has all of her like contact information.
What was Ed's symbol?
The Bruja symbol. I believe that's correct. I don't have that particular document in front of me.
That's the right one. I believe so. That sounds right. Can I do heightened senses again? Tori's not going to stop them from doing it, but Tori isn't going to move and look at it herself.
Okay. Yep. I assume hearing?
Yeah, just to hear when she's coming back.
Okay. They're having a very short conversation of make sure that Mrs. Williams gets her trip booked. I understand that they're going to be leaving in a couple weeks, and I just want to make sure that like everything's proper and done, and that we've got payment for it. Still don't know why she wants to go to Florida, but it is what she wants. So, and also when Tex gets in this morning, please make sure that he audits the paperwork in my office to make sure nothing's missing, okay? And then the person at the front desk is like, yeah, okay. And she kind of like stands out there and you can hear her like, you assume making coffee?
Nice. Tori will very quietly say, do not take anything.
Of course not, that's why I'm taking pictures.
I'm just letting you know. Just making sure.
Steven. What are you doing?
He's helping Beth go through the files.
Okay. So you get to the end of the filing cabinet, and you actually see your name. And Beth, you see his name as well.
Oh, why not? Pictures.
Beth, you actually open up his file?
Yeah, we're going to take pictures of his file.
Okay, so Steven's file for Beth and Steven's file for Steven is very, very different. Steven's file for Beth basically just has a home address, a probable sire, and then associations. For Steven, you open it up and it's got like pictures of you in your apartment.
Oh, no. No.
What's up?
She's got everything on me.
No, she really doesn't.
Beth, she's got pictures of me in my apartment.
Oh, Stevie, honey, no, she doesn't. She barely has anything on you. She doesn't even know who your sire is. I'm looking right at it. You're seeing things again.
We gotta leave now.
Okay, fine.
Is there any windows?
Yes, actually, there is a window.
Steven's gonna pull that open real quick and then jump out.
Okay.
Tory, we need to go after him, and Beth is gonna tuck his file back in the back.
I'll be here. Just go make sure he's okay.
Yep. Okay. Bye.
So where does Steven go to? Just out of curiosity.
Steven's just hauling ass down the street. Far away from the lady as possible.
Okay. After a couple minutes, like, the paranoia kind of stops. And, like, you're like, why am I running? This is dumb. However, in the meantime, Tory.
This is exactly how she's sitting. She's just sitting in the chair, holding her face in her hands.
So she comes back in. And she's actually holding, like, a cup of coffee. And she's like, oh. She walks over to the window and, like, closes it real lightly. Is he okay?
It's been a night. I think he was seeing things again the second time tonight.
Oh, that's probably not good.
No, he spent some time with some Malkavian at Elysium, and we're very worried about him right now.
Okay. That's probably not the best thing. Also, one final thing, because I assume that you're going to have to go grab him.
Beth is going after him. I didn't want to leave here with no notice.
Okay, well, I do appreciate that. If by chance you need a cobbler, I know one in the city that is willing to help.
I think
they're not the best. They're new, but they're not the best. They're new, but they're cheap.
That's good. He found out what a cobbler was yesterday night, so probably what he needed. Yeah,
I didn't want to throw too much at him at once, so I never pulled him in. And then I got busy, and he got busy, and I never... Yeah. It's partially on me. Mostly on me.
He got dropped with us relatively quickly, and I'm not new, so he at least had someone.
Right. So I didn't feel as bad. Anyway, let me know if you need any more information, okay?
I will. Tory will write down her number. You can do whatever you want with this. If there's people you think may want to be in contact with me, feel free to give it to them.
She opens one of the drawers on her desk. You see her punching code in, like open a lockbox and like put your number in it. Inside, there's quite a few pieces of paper and files.
Not going to try looking at any of them.
I will. I don't know offhand why they would need you, but if it seems
with everything
fitting
that's going on right now, if they want to do anything or seem like they want to.
Okay, sounds good. You have a good rest of the night. It is getting earlier, so if you have any final business, I would get to it.
Right. Have a good evening.
And by this time, Beth's walking Steven back to the car.
So Beth has her phone out. See, look. See? Promise, see? Look. No pictures of you in your apartment.
We good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you sure?
We will find out more later.
Fantastic. We might have enough time for the last person.
Persons. Set of twins.
Right, the twins. We might have enough time to talk to them. Does it seem like we may have enough time to talk to them?
Yeah. As long as you don't get stuck there for like hours. You've probably got 2 hours there. Or 2 hours to get there and then get home, and that should be enough, theoretically.
Okay. If you're okay to drive, Steven, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. So you pull up to what ends up being a junkyard. There are a couple people outside of the front gate that is currently closed. You come pulling up, and I assume all three of you pull up and park out front.
Yep.
Two of them, or the two of them, kind of come up, walk to you. Yeah, what do you need?
A friend of mine, Dante, sent us over. Thought we might want to check this place out.
What's your poison?
Not sure what they mean by that. I mean drugs. Are they talking about drugs?
You want to give me a wits and insight?
Yes.
Or streetwise?
It's the same unless it's kindred BS.
No, it's not kindred PS. Yeah, Beth knows it's drugs.
0. I mean, I figured they might be drugs, but like...
Yeah, Tory's just like, what?
Yeah. Tory's just staring at them blankly.
Got 2.
So Steven also knows. Tory's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Crystal.
What?
Just tell them your
Why don't you tell
your
them?
poison is crystal.
You can
I
tell
don't do
them.
that.
I don't... Crystal? I don't know.
They're like, alright, hold on just a second. And they gotta go behind the gate and come back out. They're like, yeah, it'll...
Dude.
And they like give you a price and like
Cool,
it'll be this much.
Is Lorraine or nope, not that one. I forgot what the twins' names were.
Joker and Maxie.
Joker. Max. I was sent to find Joker or Maxie.
Okay. That changes things. And they kind of like give a whistle. They kind of turn around and go to the gate. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and pull inside.
Thanks, Beth.
You're welcome.
Go inside.
Once inside, you realize that there's like 6 or 7 people inside. And then like an office building, which is basically little more than a trailer. At the far end. You pull inside probably 20 feet and alright, go ahead and get off. And like people inside have like, one has a shotgun, one has like a actual like AK, and they like escort you to the back.
Not gonna fight anything there.
Does Steven and Beth?
Please keep hold of yourself in here.
Can Beth look at the cars in the junkyard? Is there anything that catches her eye?
The majority of them are crushed. There are... Actually, go ahead and give me a wits and awareness or intelligence and investigation, whichever is better for you. I think I know which one it is, though.
Wits and awareness it is! Successes.
Okay. One particular vehicle catches your eye, and it's not your normal thing, but it's like, you don't see those very often. And it is an early 90s Mazda RX-7.
Hey, how much for that Mazda?
And they just kind of like push you into the office.
Not the time, Beth.
But it caught my eye!
So you get inside, and while smells don't bother you, it definitely smells like body odor and like a really bad cigarette in here. It smells like an ashtray and armpits, basically. And at the far end of a not terribly lit, but definitely not well lit trailer, you see two desks kind of in a V shape. On one side, there's a woman. She's got a leather jacket on. She's got like ripped denim and like high Doc Martens, like reclined back on a chair. And on the other side, almost identical, if they were male, guy's got really high cowboy boots. He's tucked in, or his jeans are tucked into the cowboy boots. He's got a leather vest on. He's got, you think it's a hard hat, but it's a cowboy hat. He's got a big, thick mustache, but both of them, like their t-shirts say Texas Pride. And the guy's like, "Yeah, what can I do for you?"
Dante sent us to say hello and maybe work out a deal.
Work out a deal for what?
You want the Camarilla gone? So do we.
I mean, I don't really care who controls the city as long as we can keep doing what we're doing.
You think they're gonna let you keep doing what you're doing?
We just run a junkyard. It's fine.
You ever dealt with the Camarilla?
It's been a minute, but yeah.
If you think they're gonna let you do what you do, then we'll walk out of here. No harm, no foul, won't bother you.
Yeah, but I mean, there is an entrance fee, though.
And what's that?
Oh, I don't know. We can make out a deal. Depends on how much of a pain in the ass you're wanting to be.
Does it look like I want to be a pain in your ass?
I don't know. How much of a stink are you gonna make for us not wanting to just outright help you?
Nothing. It's your choice.
And at this point, you assume it would be Maxie. Kind of swings her legs out and kind of comes trudging up, and she basically stands in front of Beth, and she's like, "Well, that's the problem is y'all want to make this short and sweet, and it turns out that our business runs better if it's a little bit more turbulent. So y'all want to make it short and sweet and figure out which side wins. we want this thing to go on for a good long time. Both ways we win, really.
No, in other words, you're gonna make it a problem for us to leave.
I mean, not necessarily to leave, because y'all are free to leave. It's just we gonna have to have some payment, whether it be monetary, an able body, which I don't think any of y'all want to do, because, and she again kind of stares at Beth. And this one's a little bit, I don't know, frou-frou for our liking. You have a whole area of the city, and kind of looks at Steven and that one's scrawny as hell. So that kind of leaves either money, which I don't know how much y'all got on you, but you can do that, or, and she kind of looks out the small window on the front door, one of them, which I don't know if you're willing to part with.
One of who?
Oh, the cars and the car and the bikes. One of those three.
You can have the car. I don't care.
She kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, well, that was a bit faster than I expected."
Well, sorry to disappoint.
Now,
Flying banana.
It's
Now,
the
what about-
Oscar for now, thanks.
now, what about y'all two? That was her entrance fee.
Tougher than I look. Who are you hoping for?
I mean, we can do that if you want to, but probably ain't. Y'all do realize what Bruja, right?
Yeah, it was mentioned.
Okay. So typically fighting us ain't the best idea in the world.
Well, one of us is a Bruja, the other is a gangrel. Fighting us isn't going to be the good thing either.
Alright, well, y'all realize that 3 of the 6 out there are also Bruja, right? Straight from our progeny. We used to have a thin blood floating around, but she flaked off. I don't know what the hell she's doing now.
Camarillo, may
You
pick her
know-
up. They're hunting them.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I doubt she flicked off.
Oh, no, that was a couple years ago. Cute little thing. I think she went by the name of Nyx.
Don't know.
Heard she was still poking around. Can you please give me a charisma and manipulation?
Sure. She doesn't actually know that many thin bloods, though. To be fair, you said charisma and manipulation?
Or charisma and subterfuge. Which I believe is just charisma.
Hey.
Or is manipulation better?
Nope.
Okay.
Hot damn. I got 2 successes.
Okay. And she's like, something tells me you know more than you let on.
I know some thin bloods. I don't have too much contact with too many of them, though.
I mean, that's fine. Do you know where Nyx is?
Nope.
Okay. That's not fully a lie, but you kind of do. You have a general idea, and you know sort of where you can find her.
No, she's not in the state right now.
Alright. You willing to let us know when she comes back?
Nope.
Okay. So how much money you got on you since you ain't win the play ball like that?
Don't keep much. Don't need it.
She'll kind of like rustle through all your pockets.
Won't stop them.
And I assume Tory keeps like $100 on her.
Couple hundred, yeah, that's not much.
Yeah. And then Steven. She comes over to you and is like, alright, so what you got, tall boy?
Nothing on me.
Okay, What you willing to give us then?
Nothing.
Now that's a problem. She kind of like grabs your shoulder. I'm gonna give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more chance to change your answer before this is gonna be an issue. Now y'all two are free to leave.
You can take your hand off my coterie member.
Oh, this is what he is to you. That's a problem. Now, talk some sense into this boy before I do.
To be honest, sense has not been my strong suit tonight.
Clearly. At this point, she'll like, does Steven have anything on him, like, legitimately?
He does have some cash on him, but not much other than that.
Okay. Like his normal, like, hoodie and, like, jeans? Like, get up?
Yep.
Okay. She's gonna try to reach into your front pocket of your hoodie.
He's going to push her away.
Okay, go ahead and give me that strength and athletics and see what you get there.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay.
4 successes.
You go to push her and she just kind of like looks at your hand. So, oh, that's cute. And she just keeps rummaging through your front pocket, and I assume that's where Steven keeps his knives? Or does he keep them on like his belt?
He keeps them on his belt.
Okay. So she takes out whatever you've got in there. I'm sure it's inconsequential at the very least.
I see no more than a 50.
I see no more than like a 5. And like a pack of gum or something.
It'd mostly be change and a pack of gum.
And she pulls out and she's like, what the hell is this? You really ain't got nothing on you, do you?
I like to tell the truth.
And she like picks your shirt up and she sees the knives and she's like, oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna have even more problems if you try to take those.
Is the other one watching Beth or Tory?
The other one is currently on their phone doing who knows what.
Are they paying
Candy
attention to
Crush.
either of us?
Sort of. They're glancing up every once in a while. But not that well.
Barrel weapons.
Okay.
Not gonna do anything with them yet, but I'm getting them out and ready. And that would be a
She's
success.
just okay. She just kind of looks at Steven, looks at the knives, and looks back at Steven. She's going to do an insight check to try to see how strong you are, basically. And did exceedingly well. And she's just going to be like, yeah, I'd like to see you try. And she goes to reach for one.
Steven's gonna grab it first.
Okay, does Steven have rapid reflexes?
He does not.
Okay, so I need a just straight up dexterity roll.
Beth does, though. Can Beth stop her?
Yes.
Cool. What do you need for that roll?
A strength and athletics.
Gotcha.
Because I assume you're not trying to do any damage.
Can Tory turn to face the one that's on his phone?
Yep.
Like, to prepare to intercept?
Yep. So Steven got 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Beth has 3.
Beth got 3. So Beth grabs her arm. Steven grabs the knife. Tory turns. Now, we're going to do this like we're supposed to. I need to know what everybody wants to do.
Beth is just holding her hand.
Steven's gonna raise up the knife and say, back off now.
Okay. And is Tory doing anything?
She will, obviously, she has her claws out and just turn to stare at the guy to make sure he isn't going to make a move.
Okay. So, first things first, the dude kind of stands up, he pulls out a 6-shooter, like an old Colt revolver, basically. Very Texas. He's like, you gonna let her go now? The woman is basically gonna try to like rip her arm out, and if she manages to do that, we'll talk about what else happens.
Sure.
Steven, if you would like to give me a manipulation or charisma and intimidation, you can do that. However, Beth, can I please get a strength and athletics roll?
Another 2.
Three again.
Okay. So basically what happens is she rips her arm out of your thing. Steven, you say what you say, and it seems like it doesn't even phase her. And then she is going to try to basically like punch Beth in the face. Beth, if you would like to make me a dexterity and athletics or a strength and brawl to kind of like block it, sort of, you may.
Sorry, 4 successes.
Okay. So basically what happens, you do get punched in the face. She had to burn some willpower to do it, but you do get punched in the face. You take 2 superficial damage. Now, next round, what would all of you like to do?
Steven's gonna swing at her with the knife.
Okay.
Since she doesn't want to back off.
Okay. What about Tory?
She will approach the guy and I don't know how much it's going to help quelling the beast. But it won't get messies. Could that be used as an intimidation factor as well?
Not so much.
Okay. Then she's just going to approach him and be ready to attempt to dodge a bullet if needed.
Okay. And then Beth. I assume you're going to have a boxing match.
Not quite yet. I'm gonna... Ouch! He said that there would be a problem if you took the damn knife. Why don't you back off?
Okay, so, Steven, please give me your dexterity and melee. Or strength, if that's better.
Four successes.
Okay, so 4 successes is enough to connect with somebody that's not really paying attention to you. You do a good little gash, but she seems to be rather tough for what she is. Seeing this, Tory realizes the dude has cocked the hammer and lets off a shot towards Steven. So, Steven. I do apologize for what's about to happen. You get smacked right in the shoulder. And because he takes a little bit of a penalty, because he's got to shoot through some stuff, don't take as much damage as you could. However, you do take 4 superficial damage as he hits a really solid shot on you.
You're still up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just superficial. It's fine. So, how much health does Beth have, and how much health does Steven have left on the superficial track?
Superficial, he has 2 more.
Okay. Good to know. Now, I need everybody's action.
Tori's gonna go attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Try to play it nice. Let's do this.
Can I blood surge?
You can. We'll get to that in just a second. What would Steven like to do?
Steven's going to take another swipe at the lady.
Okay. You've already done... okay. So, first things first, range goes first. Let's off another shot at Steven. Steven, you're ready for this one, so can I get a dexterity and athletics, please?
Three successes.
Okay. So it is a tie, so you take 2 superficial damage. So you're officially into aggravated damage at this point if you take another point. Now, melee goes first. Players goes first. Who wants to go first to roll?
I'll go first.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that melee and either strength or a dexterity, please.
Right, and I'm going to spend another willpower.
You okay?
Three successes.
Okay. She's still not really paying a whole lot of attention to you and doesn't seem like she's going to move as you swipe at her. This one is a bit deeper and a bit more well placed, and she actually moves a little bit from this one. Beth or Tory, which one would like to go next?
You can go ahead, Cory.
Okay. So yeah, Tory will lunge at the guy with her claws.
Okay. Still blood surging, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and give me that rouse check.
Alrighty. I failed on that one.
Okay, so you're at 3? 2. Okay, you're back at 2.
Yeah, she fed off Winnie at the park.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yep. So I'm at 2 there. And then I want to add it to... I'm assuming this is going to be strength.
Yes.
Okay. So
Strength
yeah, I want
and...
brawl, feral, protean, feral weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty sure that's 6 dice plus 2 for my blood surge and then plus 2 damage, whatever. Ugh. Can I spend a willpower? That's disgusting.
You may.
Ugh. I'm almost tempted to spend 2. Better. I got 4.
That is enough to sink into him. He doesn't seem to be nearly the tough nut to crack as his sister. He almost immediately winces and says, "Ow!" And you can tell he's about to turn his gaze on you. Now, Beth.
Okay. Beth is gonna get pissed off. She's going to rouse the blood to up her strength, and she's gonna lay into Maxie. That's now 4, 6. Okay. That is 1, 2, 3, and then 2 crits on the black dice, so that's 5 total. Yeah.
Yep. So you...
No, crits are 2 each.
Yep,
right?
2 each.
So...
Yep.
Only if you have 2 crits.
Yeah, I have 2 crits. So that's 4.
Right, those are counted as 4.
4, so 7 successes.
Okay,
I'll take a picture so you guys can double check my math there, because
you're
as
good.
we know, I'm not fully here.
So that is quite a few successes. Far more than what she got to kind of dodge out of the way. You thwack her, and she if you didn't know any better, you would have thought that she was in a boxing match, and she stumbles. However, she does try to retaliate from you, or back to you. And she will also try to rouse the blood.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I failed my rouse check, so I'm at 2 hunger again.
Okay. So, Beth, if I can please get you to make me a dexterity and athletics, or strength and brawl, to just kind of brute strength block it.
Brute strength in it. Three.
Okay. She got 7.
I mean, she had to get me back, so that's alright.
Yeah. So, how many superficial do you have left?
5.
Okay. So you were down to 1 superficial left.
Aye.
However, she is not in good condition. The other guy is a bit less willing to stand and fight with Tory. So, what is it that everybody would like to do?
Gotta keep going? Let's go.
Stephen is going to go for a full-on stab.
Okay.
Tory will try and grapple with claws around the guy's throat.
Okay. So, Steven, go ahead and give me that stab. This time, she'll actually try to, dodge.
Can I only retaliate if she tries to attack again? Please? Otherwise, I'm just egging her on.
I'm sorry, what?
I just wanted to egg her on, but if she actually goes to attack back, can I then attack back?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
5 successes.
Okay, so you got 5 successes, and it seems to be she knows exactly what you're about to do, and she moves out of the way just in time, so you kind of miss and swipe for air. Tory, go ahead and give me that grapple check, please.
Strength and brawl.
Yep.
Would I still get the blood surge dice, or is that just for 1 round?
Nope, you still got it.
Cool. What's in it? 2, 3. No protein weapons, right?
I'll give them to you in this particular one.
Okay, so that's all of them.
Yeah, it's just you won't do any damage with them.
5.
Okay, so 5. I will roll this. I don't think I'm going to get it, though. I do not. So you grab him by the throat, and he's just like, However, he does like go to like smack you with his gun, basically.
Won't move out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that dexterity and athletics. I got one. So.
Oh, I got one too.
Okay, so you do take a single point of superficial damage.
That's fine.
As he
Tori
just
wasn't
thwacks you
really
with-
going to move out of the way anyway. But she is,
Yep.
like, grappling, like, nails almost sinking in.
Steven, can I get dexterity and athletics as well?
Three.
Okay, so you get cracked right in the jaw. You swear you feel something like kind of crack a little bit in there as she just connects, and you take 2 points of aggravated damage. Beth, she attacked.
No, yeah, that's not how we play this game. I'm spending a willpower.
Okay,
That helped a little bit. 3.
okay,
And I
that
also
is
got a
enough.
skull, but I kind of doubt that really hurts much. Right?
Yeah, no, you're fine. So that helps just enough to she hits Steven, you hit her, and she just out on the ground. Stiff as a board.
Cool.
The other guy's like, all right, just let me go.
Why should I?
Yeah, why should we? We are being, well, nice-ish, and you guys are being assholes.
I wasn't the one shaking y'all down.
I don't really care right now.
We're not going to play that game. Give me
You
a
did
reason as to
shut
why I
up.
should. We were going to leave. We even submitted to your payment. And then you had to make it an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to take $20 from you. She wanted like fucking cars and shit.
You also did
And
take
yet
a
you
shot
did
at us.
nothing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you stabbed my sister, so
Yeah, after she didn't listen to us. Steven told her not to go for it, and she did anyways. And I told her to knock it off, and she did it anyways.
yeah, she real dumb. It's fine.
It's not
Yeah, I'm real
fine.
dumb too, but I'm not that dumb.
Look,
Tory
y'all can leave it.
Like, sink in a little bit. Not only to, like, make a point. We came here under good faith from Dante to see if you would help us. You didn't want to, and we were going to leave.
Like I said, I was going to take $20 from y'all and let you leave, but shit. Her dumb self, she wanted to like take cars and hundreds of dollars. Screw all that. We ain't got to
And-
do all that.
This is now your problem because you're part of this with her. So again, give me a reason why I shouldn't drop you.
I mean, all the quote unquote independent brujas in the city kind of go off of us. Not all of them, but most of them. I can probably tell them to just kind of follow y'all as you need.
See, here's the thing. I'm not here to coerce anybody about anything. If they want to help, they can. That's on them.
I mean, I get that, but shit, that's about all I got right now. Y'all want anything else? We could probably talk about it.
What else can you give us?
I mean, y'all can have your shit back. I don't really care.
Well, good, because I was going to take it back anyways, because you guys were being jackasses.
We don't need to sink down to their level, Beth.
Fine, they can have the flying banana that's now the Silver Surfer.
Tory, oh, no, I mean, take your shit. We don't need anything from them if they're going to act and play
I meant
like this.
information that they could offer.
Tory will shove him back down into the chair. You able to wake her up?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to right now, though.
Is there a pen laying around?
There's a Sharpie marker. One of those big fat ones.
Even better. Beth is going to draw a smiley face on the girl's cheek. And she's irritated, and it's an annoying little thing to do.
To be honest with you, I was probably going to bury her out in the yard for a little bit and then pick her up about 2-3 weeks down the line.
Whatever you want to do's on you. We sent her under. I'm just making sure you have a way of getting her back if that's what you wanted.
Yeah, nah, I can get her back if I want to. It's just one of those things that, the way she was acting, I don't know if I want to right now. She was being a little bit excessive. I know I was being a jerk.
Walk out of here.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Am I going to regret leaving you here if I walk out of here? You going to call all your buddies?
I mean, I'll call all my buddies and tell them not to mess with y'all. That's about it, though.
To do.
And I mean, I got some ground troops that are mortals that can help us out, too. You just ask them to do something, they're just going to do it. They ain't very smart, and they just want to chase money.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to help us get rid of the cam, I will accept your help, but I ain't gonna force you to do shit. Other than, you call your people, make sure we leave.
And, yep. Y'all are more than willing to leave. More than welcome to leave if y'all want to. Sure, there ain't nothing else I can do for y'all and make sure you don't come back.
Don't give me a reason to.
Only the Mazda.
The Mazda?
Yeah, can I have it? I mean, not have it, I'll buy it.
I mean, you do realize it needs a whole lot of work, right? How much you want to buy it for?
You're muted.
You are.
Oh, well, of course I am. Thank you. I don't know, what's a good price? $500? $100? 1,000? I don't know.
Beth would know.
Give me.
I'm sure she would. I don't.
You have Streetwise, right?
Yeah. One point, not a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna give you another dice of that. Give me Streetwise and Wits.
Three successes.
Okay. Even in that condition, like a normal sale of that would probably be about $9,000.
Oh,
they are,
shit.
Yeah, they are extremely like collectible and sought after.
Okay. I can't pay you right now. I don't have that much cash on me. So let's say 8,500.
85. I mean, 10 sounds a little bit better, but I could probably go to 9.
Fine, 9.
Alright, we can do that. Let me know where I need to tow it to and I'll make sure it gets there.
Beth stops herself from writing on his sister's face her address and just writes it on a piece of paper.
Alright, y'all know how to get a hold of us, right? I mean, it's on the sign out there, so.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Just call us when you got the money and I'll make sure it gets over there. Anything else y'all need?
You're fine.
Tory will finally let him go. Nothing we need. If you happen to change your mind, let us know. You can figure out how to get hold of us. And then she will turn and walk out.
Alright. Is there anything Steven would like before you walk out? Or anything Steven would like to do?
Stephen will...
And did he freeze?
He
think he did freeze.
did.
Steven stabs Maxie in the heart as he walks out.
I mean, that's fine. That's unfortunate.
I'll assume no.
I don't know. We'll get it from him in text, I'm sure.
Do any of them look aggressive as Tory steps out of the building?
No. They all kind of, as you step out, kind of give you a fairly wide berth because you assume that they heard part of what's going on, or what was going on.
I'm sure they heard the shot fire and then we walk out.
Yeah. Definitely not unscathed, but
Walking out like the big bosses.
Tory will give them all a stink eye as she waits for the other two.
And Beth just happily waves as she gets back in the X-flying banana.
so you all get in and on your vehicles and head out. It's getting late / early. Probably should start heading back home-ish. Steven's got enough time to drop the bike off and... Oh no.
Beth will give him a ride home after he drops the bike off.
That'll be cutting a little bit close for Beth to get back, but I mean, it's barely enough time. Beth knows how to drive.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Gramps has been hanging around the house too, or garage more and more as she's been giving him more and more blood. So if she just barely gets in the door, I'm sure he'll take care of her.
Yeah. However, all of you kind of bed down for the day and drift off nicely. Machinations have been put in place, and who knows, maybe you've made a couple contacts that are worthwhile.
Tory, before they go to sleep, Tory will send a text to Dante saying, "Fuck you."
You would send one back. Told you. You don't... I don't know if you'd want to talk to them or not.
She'll begrudgingly send back, "We made it out, but Brujas are annoying."
Yeah, but you got one in your coterie, so, yeah.
Still annoying.
But, like I said, machinations have been put in place, and
Steven has a Victor in his apartment.
Yeah, Steven has Victor at his apartment as well. Which,
yeah,
that was definitely a whole thing.
I'm sure he's loving it.
It had something to do to the effect of, how do you live like this? This is awful. However, you drift off to day sleep, and we will pick it up there next time.
Brief announcements.
Yep.
Our schedule kind of got messed up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're a mess. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, it got messed up a little bit, but it's for good reason. Buttons had some stuff going on, so she had to alter some stuff. So that's why we're playing on Thursday. Don't know if we're going to be doing this on Saturday as well, but we might. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. Anyway.
Me too.
And let's see here. Our new website is up. They did a great job on it, and you should definitely go look at it because it's freaking awesome. It has links to everything. Yes, it has links to everything, from socials to Patreon to Dice Legion. Which, if you use that particular link, it'll take you directly to the thing that applies the discount at checkout, and you get cheaper dice. They get to move product. We get a little bit of kickback, which is always nice. But I know in a couple weeks our Saturday game will not be as normal because I've got a wedding that I've got to go to. I don't want to go to, but my wife is making me. So,
depending on how the weeks go, we might be swapping the Detroit game for that day, and then Dangle's will be on a Tuesday. We'll figure it out. We need to talk about it, but the schedule might be a little bit mixed up that week.
Yep, or we might do this Faye, then me, then something. Who knows? So, yeah. And then, let's see here, what else?
I think that's mainly it. Our Hunter game will be starting at some point soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, so if you're excited for it, we are too. However, things keep happening.
We do now have character introductions up, though, so you can go see a little bit about the characters we're going to be playing.
Yes. Cocia still will be a occasional guest, potentially.
Yes. Yeah, I have some ideas for whenever I feel up to playing. Sorry, I've been getting a little feeling like I would be burning out if I would play 3 games a week. So I will not be a regular in the Hunter game, but I might pop in every now and again as a traveling musician. I think that'll fit. Reason why she's not always there.
So, thanks for joining us on our vampire game. TPK Productions by Night. Or TPK by Night Productions.
Yes.
That's what we're going.
And a wild man appears.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Stay safe.